So this is Jared. He's the foreman with Meth Mob. We use the Apple Environmental Meth Remover. We actually source it locally here in Salt Lake. It's two parts. One part is a detergent, which is going to wash off the oily surface. And the next part is an oxidizer, where it's actually going to extract the meth out of the paint if it's behind there, bring it to the surface, neutralize it, and then the detergent or surfactant washes it away. And we've got one treatment here, and how much of this looks pretty good so far, and then already we're getting something.
In this room, we actually have all types of paints. They're all water-based, but these blue walls, the paint was $150 a gallon. Really expensive. The most expensive paint I've purchased.
No bubbling yet either.
No bubbling yet. It'll be interesting to see. And then on this wall, we've got products that are in like the $30 to $40 range, which, to be honest, that's more common. I don't typically encourage people to spend $150 a gallon. The sheens are all very similar. These are all kind of in the satin eggshell. Depending on how flat the paint is versus how shiny, you could have different reactions. Flat paint is flat because the surface on a microscopic level is very rigid and it's more porous. That's why it's so hard to clean. Now, in my experience though, I have seen bubbling on all surfaces. It just depends. Even the caulk, you can see how much comes down the wall and sits on the top of the baseboard. There's usually a bead of caulk that we run along the top of all the baseboards to make them look nice and clean. Sometimes it'll go through the layer of paint and down to the caulk level. And sometimes that caulk needs to be cut out. It's an extra step. Not everybody's gonna want to do it, but at the end of the day, you wanna do it right. And when it comes time to paint, we understand that there's gonna be some extra steps that you wouldn't need to take if it was just a normal repaint of the house.
Everybody doesn't want any paint damage, which is reasonable, right? Sometimes we can do it 3 times and nothing. We had 2 houses going on at one time. It was an apartment in Tooele, and it tested about 17 times over the state standard. New paint. And then at the same time, we were doing a townhome 300 times over the legal limit. So I'm telling the people in the townhome, your paint's gonna bubble a lot.
Yeah.
And of course, we went to town on this 300. That's pretty high. Took more than 3 treatments of this stuff. There wasn't a bubble in the 300, and we melted down this apartment. Lead and oil generally hold up really good. And I have done hypotheses on high gloss, semi, satin, flat. I've seen them all bubble. I've seen them all not bubble.
Yeah.
It's the $1 million question. So it's nice to have a company that if there's an issue, you know how to deal with it.
We can fix it. Yeah, that's the important thing. At the end of the day, regardless of the condition that we get the house, we can make it look good.
Your people are licensed and bonded and insured.
Yeah, the state requires a painter's license. They require, obviously, business license, insurance. We have really, really high insurance limits. It's really overkill for what we do residentially.
And I love that you have a training room back here where you can just go. Anybody can sell themselves, but can you talk?
Yeah, we use this when we're hiring too. So normally our hiring process is someone will apply, I'll review the resume. If I think there's potential, we'll set up an interview. First interview, we're just talking, getting to know each other, trying to get a feel for the experience. Then I'll do a call back, and when they come back, they'll actually paint a couple of walls in this room. I'm watching for things like how fast they're moving, the attention to detail, their general knowledge of paint products and tools that are out there for prepping. I'll provide all the tools they could possibly need, and I just let them choose. And I can tell very quickly how much I should be paying them or if I should hire them at all. And I can tell you, a lot of people don't pass the test.
How many employees do you have right now? How many painters do you got?
We've got 20 employees. We've got about 15 painters in the field, and then the rest are office staff. And then me and one of my brothers own the business. So my role is I run the residential side, and my brother runs the commercial side.
And how long have you been in business?
It will be 9 years in 17 days.
Oh my God,
pretty excited.
We're almost the same age.
Really?
Yeah,
oh,
we're going to be 9 years in June.
Oh, cool.
So really,
That's
really
awesome.
close.
From decontamination to restoration, we've got you covered.